So for solving simultaneous equations, you want to set up equations one of two ways. So one of them you want to say y equals mx plus c, and you want another equation that is ax plus by equals c. And with the idea of this being for substitution, you may want to have something with x as well. You may want to have x equals whatever the case may be. And the idea is then they would substitute this y into there and end up with ax plus b mx plus c equals c. And then from there solve for x and then solve for y later on. That's what you do for substitution. Likewise, I said you can substitute x into the other one and then solve for y. So however you want to do that is up to you, but that's the kind of thing you'd set up. You can, if you like, have y plus x equals something, I don't know, 3, in which case you'd expect them to say x equals 3 minus y, or vice versa for y. And then having done that, then they will substitute the value for x into the other equation. So that's something that you can do. If you're doing it through elimination, well, then you need something like you got to have your ax plus by equals c, and dx plus ey equals f. And depending on how much you wanna test, you could make it so that a and d are equal, or that b and e equal. So we've got the same coefficient. So these two are the same coefficient, these two are the same coefficient. So it makes it easy to add or subtract, multiply, divide. The other thing we can do, we can make a multiple of d. So that means that a equals, say, 3d. Meaning that we have to multiply one of them by 3. Or we can have it so that you've got to multiply both equations. So you have to multiply equation 1 by 2 and equation 2 by 3, or whatever the case may be, if you want to step up the difficulty a little bit. That's the way you'd go about doing that. So over here for substitution, we write one equation in some form, the other one with y equals or x equals, so that we can just substitute straight up. If you want to step it up, like I said, you can write one like this and just rearrange a little bit, then substitute. If we're doing with elimination, then ax and by, both in the ax and by form, and from there look at the coefficients in order to see if they're the same, so it's an easy subtraction, or if they're different, so it's a case of multiplying.